Hey gang, Bill Storm. I wanted to share with you a frustration that I was having, and it kind of hit me over the head how simple the solution was, right? But I was sitting there yesterday and I was looking at all of the people that had opted into my funnel or to my site, right? Or all of the people that were in my groups, like my Facebook groups. And obviously, these people enjoy the things that I was sharing with them, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't be in the group. They would have left, or if they didn't like what they were receiving by email as far as content, they would have unsubscribed, right? That makes sense. So I don't know how many of you guys have been in that position before, but literally I was like, this is really weird, right? I'm putting out this content and I'm even asking people to engage with me this way in kind of like this group kind of like a group format as far as an email goes out, right? And all I heard was crickets, like nothing but crickets. Nobody responding, nothing. So, I was like, this is crazy, right? I mean, how can this be that somebody enjoys my content, but then they don't want to engage in a conversation? So I thought to myself, what did I used to do that worked really, really well? And what used to work really, really well for me is when I literally would reach out personally to somebody and start a conversation with them. And we would just basically like having a cup of coffee, and we would start having a conversation, and I would get to know them a little bit more, what their fears and frustrations were. And then they got to know me a little bit more, and they started to settle in and be comfortable with the conversation. And that led forward to the next step. So I decided to go a little bit old school yesterday. And actually, I don't think it's old school. I just think it's good school. And that is not to try to automate a conversation, but actually have a conversation. So here's what I did. This is like really, really, really simple. And this is a great action item you can try today. I set a goal to reach out to 100 people that were in my Facebook group. Not as a group message, not, hey, post something up and like it or comment or any of that stuff. Literally go to the member area, pick the person out by name, and start a conversation with them, and then ask them if they would like to continue a conversation from there. And guess what happened, right? Guess what happened? Out of 100 people, now I literally just did this yesterday, so there's probably more that's going to be coming in from this point, because I know some people haven't opened the message yet. But from the people that already opened the message, out of 100, I had 15 people say to me, yes, Bill, I'd like to have a conversation with you. Okay? So 15 out of 100 so far. Then the next thing that I did was I sent them a link to my calendar, to my scheduler. And I said, okay, well, the next step is, hey, pick a time that's really convenient for you, and we'll schedule a time for a quick chat, 15 minutes type of a chat. I sent out the link to the calendar, and out of the 15 people, I've got 3 people that actually scheduled an appointment, okay? So think about this. If all you're hearing is crickets because of the way you were doing something, it doesn't mean that the person doesn't want to talk to you. It just means that you might need to approach them a different way, maybe in a little bit more personal way. So now here's what I want you to think about, okay? I want you to think about what would happen to your business. And same thing, what would happen to my business if I did something that simple and I decided that each week I was going to reach out to 100 people, right? And simply engage them in a conversation and then ask them for a time to actually speak with you. Like more, well, they could either speak with you on the phone because that's what I do, or if they actually come into your physical location after their initial conversation with you, right? Basically an intro. So think about that, what kind of impact that would make. Now ask yourself this question. When was the last time that you actually went into your Facebook group, pulled out the members that are already in there, your lowest hanging fruit, and simply started or tried to engage them in a conversation versus spending more money on an ad for cold traffic, right? You already have the traffic. It's already sitting there in front of you. But when is the last time that you actually engaged those people or tried to engage with those people in a conversation, right? And so you're probably going to, bonk yourself on the head like I did and say, that's crazy. I already have all these people. I just haven't done what I should do, and that's actually approach them, right? I mean, they're right there, right in front of you. Now, how about your email address? How about all of those people, anybody that opted in? Well, the same thing could happen, right? You could send out a group message, and yeah, you could do that. But what if you actually message the person by name? What if you actually started a conversation with them and told them why you wanted to speak with them personally? What's in it for them, right? Really, really simple. So like, for example, if I wanted to reach out and I wanted to speak with you, for example, there's a big difference between getting kind of like a form email, right? You know what, when you get the form email, you know it's a kind of a group email. I mean, you can read it, you can obviously tell, but there's a big difference. Whereas if your name is Joe and I say, hey Joe, man, you know what? You opted in a while ago, and for whatever reason we haven't gotten together again. I'm assuming you're really enjoying the content or whatever, the information that I've provided. Hey, I don't really know you. I haven't got to know you that well. Well, what I'd love to do is I'd love to just set up like a 10-minute call just to introduce yourself and let me know a little bit about you. I don't know if or how I can help you, but I'd love to have that conversation anyway. And if I can help you, then great. I'll let you know exactly how I would do that. And then second, if I can help you, I'll be glad to point you in the direction of someone who might be able to help you. And then from there, you can just say, hey, if you'd like to schedule that call, you can just reply to this email, or here's a link to my scheduler, and you can go ahead and pick a time that's convenient for you. Okay. So really, really simple. I mean, we have all of this low-hanging fruit right in front of us, and yet we spend so much time thinking about how do we run the next ad to get the next person to come in. But once they come in, what are we actually doing with them? Are we actually taking them from being interested into actually taking advantage of the product or service that you have to offer that can literally make a big impact on their life? And seriously, sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, wow, Bill, you know what? You are simply derelict in your own duties, right? As a professional person, not to reach out to this person. If you know that you can help somebody and you can serve at a higher level and they just don't know it yet because they haven't had that conversation with you, well, shame on you, right? It's not their fault that you didn't introduce yourself and take the next step. It's my fault, right? So anyway, I thought I'd share that message with you today. It's a great action item. Set a goal. Seriously, I mean, just go into your Facebook group. If you don't have one, we're going to talk about that, or ask me about it, right? Make sure that you approach me and say, Bill, I don't have a Facebook group. How do I do that exactly to make this work? Make sure you ask me that. Other than that, just start reaching out to people. Set a goal. Even if it doesn't have to be 100 people, it could literally be 20 people that you reach out today, and just see what happens. See what kind of, how lucky you magically get all of a sudden. All right. Hey, if you want to check out other great content, other things like this, other great tips, you can go to my website. It's billstorm.com, and there's a vlog page on there. So it'd be billstorm.com/vlog, not blog, vlog, right? That means like video. So billstorm.com/vlog if you want to check out some more great content. And if you want to speak with me personally, right? If you've got if you'd like to make some advances in your business, hey, now's a great time. I mean, you can literally reach out and go to my Facebook page, right? And send me a message, right? Directly send me a message, and I'll be happy to start a conversation just like this, and I'll see if and how I can help.